A very good morning, my dear students, and welcome to Digital World of Patania Public School. But in previous lecture, we learned sequential statement programs. So now you do the practice of sequential statement program like calculate the simple interest, calculate area of circle, area of rectangle, area of triangle, or you also calculate the parameter of circle, parameter of triangle. So you do these all program now with the help of sequential statement. And in previous lecture, we learned also the decisional statement, decisional or you can say selection statement. And in decisional statement, we do the one condition, condition, if condition. For example, if marks greater than 33, then what? Then display the result pass. Okay, so do the practical of this. Open your Python and then click on the file and click on new, because we want to write the this program in the script mode. So here you take one variable name. For example, I have taken here marks. You can take a, b, num1, number, anything. After that, equal sign, and then you write down here data type. Now my data type is integer because I want to enter the number value. But if you want to enter the floating point, then you write down here float, float. Write in small letter, don't write down the capital letter here. Okay, but now my number is an integer, so I have written here int. And after that, you write down here input function, and you know input function like this. So between this, you write down the message that you want to display in your screen. So I have written here enter your marks. Okay, you write down here marks is equal to simple, enter your marks is equal to, then inverted comma close, and after that close the bracket. This bracket is for after the int, you start the bracket, and here you can close it. After that, press the enter key. Beta, indentation is very important in Python language. So you write just where your cursor is blink. So here you write down if, then write down the variable name. My variable name is marks greater than equal to 33. Then what? Colon. Then do the display the statement. Which statement? Display print. You can print here one statement, two statement, totally your choice. So I want to display here the statement pass. So write down print and then inverted comma start, and then you write down here pass, and then inverted comma close and bracket close. After that, save it and okay. For example, I have saved with the RR. My RR file already exists, so with I have replaced it. Now you can enter your marks. So here my inputting value is 78. So my answer is pass. But if my marks is less than 33, then what? Then again open your Python program and run it again, then see the output, run it again. This time I have input here 23 marks. So when we input the 23, my program will be exit. Nothing will be displayed because we have decided only one condition. If marks greater than 33, then display the answer pass. So again, if we run it, okay, and now this time I have written 33, so my result is pass. Why? Because I have written if marks greater than equal to 33. So if my marks is greater than 33, then result is pass. If equal to 33, then also my result is pass. But I have don't given any condition. If my marks is less than 33, then what we will display? So the another statement is if else statement. The next statement is your if else statement. So in if else statement, here is our if and else statement. This form of if statement test a condition, and if the condition evaluate true, if my condition is true, for example, I have written if marks greater than equal to 33, so my condition is true, so it carries out statement indented below if and in case condition evaluate to false. If my condition is false, then what? It carries out the statement indented below else. If my condition is true, then answer will be displayed after the if statement. But if my condition is false, then answer will be displayed, the statement will be displayed of the else statement. So if my answer is true, then display the statement after the if, and if my answer is false, then display the answer between the else statement. For example, if a greater than 0, a greater than 0, then display a is 0 or a positive number. A is a 0 or a positive number. As what? Else print a comma is a negative number, right? If inputting value is greater than equal to 0, then my statement will be print on the screen positive number, or you can write down is 0 or a positive number. But else, otherwise, if my condition is false, then my answer will be displayed a is a negative number. And what is the mean of A? A is the inputting value. If you input the 3, then you write here the output is 3. If you input the value 7, then your value is 7. And after that, this statement will be displayed. For any value more than 0, say 7 of a variable A, the above code will print a message like 7 is your inputting value, is 0 or a positive number. And for a value less than 0, say -5 of variable A, the above code will print a message like -5, and this -5 means your number is a negative number. Unlike previously discussed plain if statement, which does nothing when the condition result into false. You see, before this, when we input the less than 33, then our program will be exit, nothing will be displayed on the screen. So uh, the if else statement performs some action in both the cases, whether condition is true or condition is the false. Consider one more example here. If sales greater than is equal to 10,000, if sales greater than equal to 10,000, then what? Then discount sales multiply 0.10. Else, otherwise, if condition is true, then my answer displayed discount is equal to sales multiplied 0.10. Else, otherwise, if my condition is false, then discount 0.05. So sales multiply 0.05. And if else in the comparison to successful if statement has less number of condition checks, with if else condition will be tested once. In contrast to comparison, if the same code is implemented with two successive ifs. For example, we do the practical of this. We have already written here pass, but now we have written if my condition is greater than, if my inputting value is greater than equal to 33, then my answer is pass. But if my condition is my condition is false, then print, what we print? Fail. Save it, run it. Invalid. So indentation is very important beta in our program. So you remove again it, and again you remove it with backslash and write here, and after that you write down else statement. So now else else what? Print. What it should print? After else you write down the colon sign here, and then you enter it, and then you write down print, and after print you write down here fail. Okay, fail, and now you run this program. Okay, now our program will be successful. So beta, errors are very important in your program. If any error is there, then you remove it. Like this time indentation error is there. So what is the indentation? The gap of the tab. So indentation error is there, so you remove the indentation error. Try to write only where your cursor is blinking. So now you enter value. If now we enter the 12, then it display the answer failed. Again run your program. Again run it with F5, and now my inputting value is 78, so my answer is pass. So now you see the difference. If we write down the only if statement, then only if my condition is true, then answer will be displayed. But in if else, if my answer is true, then display the if below if statement, and if my answer is false, then display the after else statement. Okay, so this is your if else statement. And beta, again I have remind you here, your indentation is very important in Python, so write in proper place. The and you can see here, if text expression, here text expression means you write down the condition, like we write down marks greater than equal to 33, and if true, then body of if. So you write down in if like pass, then display the pass, and as otherwise your program will be executed, ended, exit, your program will be exit. Okay, but in if else statement, you see here, if your condition is true, then body of if display, but if your condition is false, then body of else will be displayed, and after that your program will be executed here. So everyone clear here? So beta, now you do the practical of program number 9.1. You can understand here program 9.1 you do in your system. Your program here is program that takes a number and check whether the number is odd or even. So how you find out odd and even? If we divide any number with the 2 and our remainder is 0, then our number is even. But if we find any remainder when we divide with the 2, then our number is odd. Now we have already know about the mode operator, modulus operator, mode operator. And when you do the mode operator here, when you write down the mode operator here, then your remainder will be displayed as a answer. So here you see, in num is a variable name, int means your integer type value, data type, and input is the function, enter an integer. Okay, after that you write down if number module 2 is equal to 0. For if you divided the any number from the 2 and you found the remainder 0, then print num means print out the number that you input. For example, you input the 7, then it displays the 7. When if you input the 10, then it displays the 10 here. Is even number. First write down here the number, and if my condition is true, if my remainder is 0, then it display the even, else otherwise display the statement of the if else statement. So here write down print, then first display the number, and after that display the odd number. Why? Because when we divide any number from the 2 and we found the any remainder like 1, 3, anything, one almost we found the 1 only. And if our value is divided completely, then we found the 0. So if we find out the 0 remainder, then my statement will be displayed after if, and if body will be displayed. But if my remainder is 1, then else statement will be displayed here. So this is the example of if your inputted value is divided by 2 and remainder is 0, then my number is even, otherwise number is odd. So beta, you do the practical on your system. Program number 9.1, 9.2, 9.3 and 9.4, 9.5. So these all are the program of your if else statement. 9.4, 9.5, you do the program in your system, and if any problem in this program, you can discuss with me in your Zoom class. Okay, so in next class we'll learn about the if else statement, if and else statement. So here our video is completed, and today we learn how you implement the if statement and the if else statement. Thank you so much for watching this video.